Cool. We are all good and ready to rumble. As ready to rumble as anyone can be. Down a little bit. And put a little bit. Put that down all the way. Let's... There we go. All good. Welcome to the Mystic Vale stream, everybody. Thanks for coming. Today we're going to be playing some nice, chill, relaxing Mystic Vale. A game that we released quite a while ago now, but one that we're very, very fond of. So let me just move Mystic Vale so that it is facing front, because that's very important. Let me just see what message I got on my phone. It's my partner in the new office. Very exciting. Let's mute my phone so that we're fully ready for all the mystic goodness. Good to go. So, welcome to Mystic Vale for anyone that's never played Mystic Vale before. It's a game where it's a bit like a drafting game, but also a deck builder, as opposed to most drafting games are deck builders. But the main difference here is that instead of picking cards to add to your deck size stays the same. What you do is you pick up advancements for your cards, so you customize your cards as you play, which is really cool. I'm a big fan of deck builders like Slay the Spire, all that sort of stuff. So Mystic Vale really puts a cool twist on it, which is quite nice. I've also got a cup of tea ready for the chill stream, because everyone needs a cup of tea for their chill stream. The music is a bit too loud, or my voice is too quiet. How's that, Mr. Carl? My saviour, the one who makes sure that my audio is all good. Spot on, like spot on. Also, if you're part of our Discord, I've used a fancy new feature today, which is the events system over on Discord, because I figured I might as well use it, which is nice. Alright. So, put that in the stream announcements. Alright, that's enough of that nonsense. Let's actually play some Mystic Vale, because that's what we're here to do. We're not here for me to do all sorts of nonsense in the background. We're here to play some Mystic Vale. So, let's play. Now, as someone in our Discord pointed out, I haven't played this for quite a while, so fingers crossed I can still remember how to do it. I'm sure I will be able to, because how hard could it be? It's like riding a bike, you never... But let's start with just the Veil of Magic on, because I don't want to go into too many expansions straight off the bat. Victory pool size, standard. Let's have 3 people. So that's a computer, and Let's put them on a little bit higher than nothing, because I think a little bit higher than nothing is probably about where we want to be. Alright, let's begin. So like I was saying, Mystic Vale is a deck builder drafting game, but with a very unique twist, in that you have your cards that you pick from, and as you can see, a lot of these cards start off completely blank. They're not going to do anything. So you pick up these advancements and place them on the cards. So as the game goes on, you'll constantly cycle through your cards, getting new ones and revealing ones you've already upgraded. So you will then end up in a position where you're getting more and more resources, and then the game sort of snowballs from there. I say snowballs. It can snowball if you're doing it well. If you're not doing it well, it might not snowball, but that depends on you as a player / me as a player right now, because that's what I need to sort out. So, easiest way to do it is to actually play the game. So, I have 3 mana to spend. So the way you get mana is you reveal cards off the top, and each advancement that has a mana symbol on it gives you 1 mana to spend. Makes sense. But the limit of how many cards you can flip off the top is defined by your decay. Yes, decay. You can tell I haven't played this for a while. I'm a little bit rusty. Yeah, you can. It's defined by your decay. So if you go over 3 decay, you instantly spoil and your turn's over. So as soon as you flip cards off the top and then hit 3 decay, it stops. It's easier if I just play the game. So I have 3 to spend, and there's a Field of Flowers, which is quite a nice card because it gives me 2 mana anytime I reveal it. So I think that's going to be worth getting. I'm going to put my Field of Flowers. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to... You can flip over extra cards if you're feeling risky, but I'm not feeling risky. So, let's get my Field of Flowers, and I'm going to put it on this card. Alright, that's all my mana spent. That's my turn over. So, go to the next one. Right, so then it'll show me what the AI is doing, what they're taking. And I now have 3 mana to spend once again. Yeah, so as the game goes on, more cards get added to like the draft pool that you can pick from. So you need to keep an eye on what the opponent's doing. Alright. Let's have a look here. I don't really want to push any extra. So let's have a Field of Flowers on here. There we go. Yeah, so as the game goes on, you'll get more and more resources, and you'll generally, if you're decent at the game, have a good time. So, what have I got to choose from now? Yes, so this is a good example of how you need to keep on top of your decay, because I've flipped over only 3 cards because this equals 3 decay total. So I could grab a Fertile Soil, but it's not that exciting. So let's do something that is exciting, which is flipping cards off the top and hoping that I don't get spoiled. So to do that, during your planning phase, just press this button. Okay, so I now have 3 mana to play with. And it also counts the top card here as part of the keeping track of how much decay you have. So So if I push that out, I'll then have 4 mana to spend. So this is where it pays to look at what your options are. So if I spend 3, I can get a Limb Thresher or an Arbor Overseer. But if I get 4, I can get the Wayfinder. Is it better to get the Wayfinder? I'm not sure if it's better to get the Wayfinder. Yeah, because the way you win is at the end of the game, you get a certain number of victory points. So whoever has the most victory points tends to be the winner. And the way you get victory points is by also, apologies, I had a chat up, but it wasn't telling me anyone was chatting. So hi to everyone that's messaged in the last 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Yeah. Wow, difficulty levels. Yeah, we're quite pleased with the AI that we did for Mystic Vale. It puts up a decent fight, which is what we aim for when we're making our AI. I got buried more than I snowballed. Mystic Vale takes a good amount of effort to understand, get on board with it. Yeah, there are a lot of moving parts. I think that's one of the things that we found really challenging when taking Mystic Vale from a physical game to a digital game, was making it so that you could see all of the moving parts. And I'd like to think we did a good job, because like, you've got the tracker here that shows you all of your resources and all the different states of everything, and all the information that you need to make an informed decision is always on this screen, which, compared to a lot of games out there where you have to look at all these different things, like, I think that's quite good. So I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to push an extra card out so I can get an extra mana. Spoilt. I know. Hello, cat. It's like he knows when the stream's on. He's not bothered the whole day, and then come out when the stream started. Yes, hello. Are you coming up then? Yes, you are. A tiny fool. The tiniest of fools. Actually, show. Unless I ruin my... There's a tiny cat. Can't see me because of the... It's hiding right there. That's all he wants to be. Come for the game, stay for the cat. Twitch as it's meant to be. Exactly. Exactly. Would you like to... What are you up to? Hey? What are you doing? Are you just happy there? Are you just happy? Or less happy? There's the cat. That good Twitch cat. Oh, he's off. Great. Where were we? Oh yes, I just spoiled, unfortunately. So, I've got 3 mana to spend, and I'm not going to risk it this time. Just get a plain old fertile soil. Oh, you're back, are you? I wish the cat would stay, actually nice if the cat would stay. Right, what we got? 4 mana. Nice. Right, so I can get a Moonwolf. So you don't have to just get 1 card a turn. You can get as many as you can afford, which is quite nice. So I could get 2 of the 2 mana ones, or 1 of the 4 mana ones. I think. Hi. Yes, hello. Can I assist? Okay. I think 1 of the 4 mana ones is probably the better plan at this point. So I'm gonna get a Moonwolf because that gives me more mana. It gives me a victory point at the end, and it's got a shield on it, which can be quite helpful for certain cards. So let's get a wolf. Yeah, so that card gets discarded, and then as the game goes on, I'll cycle through them more and more. The cat says hi as well, Freaky. Alright, so I've got 5 mana now because of my tasty Field of Flowers. So I've got some decisions to make. So Heartwood Healer is quite a nice card, primarily because it's got a resource on it that I haven't talked about yet, which is growth. So you see this little green tree that's here? So the way that these work is that for each of your green trees, it cancels out a decay. So instead of having 3 out of 3, if this cancelled one of them out, there'd be only 2 out of 3. So I could keep flipping my cards for longer. Of course, it doesn't give me any mana, but it's a really nice card to have because, say for example, I put it on this card. What happens now is that this cancels out the decay here, so this card no longer will force me to spoil. So I can just keep flipping. So in a game that's all about resources, getting as many as you can, you want to be able to flip over as many cards as possible. So it's quite a nice little get. So that's me. Alright, back up to 3. So, got no cards in my deck. Got so many cards in my field. And I've got, so this is my discard. So 5 out of 6. Yeah, so I'm doing the math in my brain of what are the odds if I flip over. It'll be a decay. And if there's 15 cards in my discard pile, because that will be what will become my new deck. There's 15 cards in there, and 5 of them are decay. That gives me a 1 in 3 chance of hitting some decay and then spoiling. I don't like those odds, so I'm going to stick as I am. So, who do I want? So you can't carry mana over, like there's no real use for it. It just resets. So you really want to be making purchases that make the most out of the mana that you do have. So with that in mind, I am going to... I said with that in mind, like I knew what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to do. That decision is still not been made. So I'm going to get an Arbor Overseer and a Fertile Soil. So you might be thinking, well, what's the point of these? There's two of exactly the same dude. But with these guys, there is a difference, which is the position of their resources here on the side. So it's easier to see once the cards get more filled up, but they have a top, a middle, and a bottom. And your advancements can go on either the top, the middle, or the bottom. So, say for this guy, he would go on this middle row. So I couldn't put him here or here. Whereas this guy goes in the bottom, so I could put him in any of these, but I can't put him here because that's already filled up. So you have to think about, like, okay, forward planning, what spaces am I going to use? What spaces can I currently use? So I'm going to put this guy on here. Oh, almost messed up. I almost was a fool. So, if you try and end your turn without purchasing all the cards you could purchase, the game will warn you, which is quite a nice thing over the physical version, because obviously in the physical version, if you make that mistake, there's not much you can do about it. But in the digital version, at least, we can warn you that's not the best idea. So I'm going to load up this card. So when I flip that, I'll get 3 mana just from one card, which is quite nice. Ooh, 8 mana. So now that we're in the realms of buying exciting stuff, but the question is, do I want to buy exciting stuff, or do I want to buy multiple of less exciting stuff? Because like this costs 9 and 10, I don't even have that much yet. Bear Totem's quite nice. Mindful Owl is also nice. See, Mindful Owl's good because when it gets flipped off the top, I can just discard any other card on the field, which is really nice, because it means that I can get rid of cards that are a bit rubbish or stuff that has decay on it. But if I'm going to get rid of something because it has decay on it, I think I'd rather do it with the Bear Totem, because the Bear Totem will just cancel it out. So let's find one of the there you go. So let's put this here, and then let's put there's a limited number of fertile soils, so after a certain number of turns you will have to start picking up some other stuff. You can't just get fertile soil all the time, nor would you want to. It's just alright in the early game for 2 mana. So let's take this and put it here, and that's my turn. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions about Mystic Vale or how the game works, what the digital version was like to make, let me know and I will answer them with my ability to answer questions, which I've honed over at least 2 weeks. So let's, what have we got here? Alright, it's 4 mana to spend. Yes. So, you know, I was speaking about the helmets and how they give a benefit. So this is a good example of it. So Dawnsinger will give you an extra mana for each helmet on this card. So you have stuff like Overgrowth, which is a helmet which doesn't do anything on its own, but if you combine it with Dawnsinger, then Dawnsinger will make an extra mana. So you need to think about how you're constructing your cards and what synergies you want to use. Alright, so I've got 7 left. And I've got 4. I could set up a card with Dawnsinger. What am I really going for if I'm pushing? That's the question. You always need to be thinking about what's the benefit of me actually pushing here and risking losing my turn. I don't think there's, because I'd need to get 2 extra mana, so I don't think there's much use in me doing that. So I'm going to put Dawnsinger on there, and that's fine. Not the most exciting move, but who said you need to be exciting when you've got a turn that can roll over 6? Yeah, so Feral Chieftain, he'll give you an extra victory point for each helmet on your card. Disco question about turning off the timer in online multiplayer, but I don't see nor remember a timer. No, I don't seem to remember one either. Don't think there is one. The person wanted to post about Talisman instead. Yeah. We do get that a bit, people posting the wrong channels, but that's okay. They always find the right place. Yeah, I don't think there's a time limit that you put on multiplayer, because generally we find that people take as long as they need. Alright, got 6. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the planting phase. So, what have I got here? I've also not talked about the cards that are at the top of the screen, but I've not come to those yet because we haven't got the resources to get them yet. So we'll worry about that at a future point. So I could get a bear totem to cancel out the decay on here, which I think is probably a decent shout. Got a comment on YouTube, which is definitely a real person, which is what looks like a link to a website, and the tagline is, "Here girls want everyone, even you." Well, even me. It's good to know, isn't it? What's the implication there? Like, even you. It's like quite like a backhanded... Is it negging? Like when you're giving someone a compliment, but you're also saying something bad about them at the same time. But welcome to the stream, Spambot. You're welcome. So, as I was saying before I was distracted, I'm going to put a bear here. Ooh. So, that is the benefit of getting rid of your decay, because I now have... how many cards do I have on the field? 11 cards on the field, which has given me a mighty 15 mana, because I've cancelled out this one, this one, this one. Yeah, so I would have stopped ages ago, but because I've been cancelling it out, I now have all the mana to spend. Question is, what do I spend it on? So I could get Gaia's Chosen. So it's worth extra victory points at the end of the game for all the different symbols that are on that card. Or I could get Sprawling Reclaimer. Yeah. 15 mana and 2 tokens let you buy a Vale card and a victory point. That is one very strong turn. It is. I was worried that I'd forgotten how to play, but here I am. So, What do I want to get? See, I could get an overgrowth, because that gives me a victory point every single time I flip it over. And it gives me some resources that I can use to buy Vale cards. But it does give me an extra decay, which is a bit risky. Little bit risky. It's a tough one. A highly tough one. Oh yeah, Spoiling Reclaimer is worth a victory point for each helmet in my entire deck. So that adds up quite a lot. Yeah, I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to get this man and be very happy about it. And then what else have I got that I can put on? See, I'm starting to run out of spaces to put it in the middle, which is becoming a little bit of an issue. Also, that spam bot seems to have stopped. I guess they've done their job. So, let's... I feel like we've got enough mana. There comes a point where you don't actually need the mana, which is... seems like you wouldn't get there, but you do. So I'm going to get this guy, because he's going to get me some points as the game goes on. And then, yes, so, Vale cards. The way that these work is your deck's the cards that you flip over all the time. Your Vale cards are cards that you just get to keep, and you get their benefit every turn. So every time you do the harvest phase, which is this phase right now, where I'm gathering all my resources, you'll get the benefit of these Vales. Or they'll be worth victory points, or they'll give some other benefit. They do a whole range of different things, but they're very cool, and it's a good way to like use some of your extra resources. So this costs me 2 bear claws to purchase, but then every single harvest I will get a little sun resource. So get that, and after the rest of the game, every single turn that I take, I'm going to get one of those, which is really handy because there's a bunch of cards that cost that. So, like I was saying at the start of the stream, snowballing. You start snowballing and then you keep snowballing. At least that's the theory anyway. Right. So, this is not as exciting of a turn as the last one, unfortunately. No, not every turn can be that good. Yeah, I don't even really want anything. So, I'm going to push. Alright. Gives me no benefit. Spoil. Oh well. It's the risk you take. That's more like it. Yeah, one of the Mystic Vale expansions actually has a lot of cards that benefit from you spoiling, so it adds another dimension to the game, which is quite fun. Right, 11 mana. And I can get most of these things. Oh, yeah. Resources. Purple swirly one, that's a wild. So you can use it for anything. So this is quite a good card. Leyline Overflow is insanity. I don't think I really need it at this point, and I don't really want the decay. But being able to double the amount of mana you have is insanely strong. one of the best cards to build around if you're drafting that way. So, what do I want to get? So I could actually get an overgrowth on there. It'll give me extra mana from the Dawn Singer because it has the helmet on it. But is that what I want to do? Is that what I want to do? That's the question. Or do I want the Life Bloom Orchid so I can start getting some Vale cards? I think I want to start getting some Vale cards, you know. I think that's probably the better option. So let's get... I don't want to put it on there because that gets benefit from the helmets. So I want to save that until I can really use it. Do I want the Grove Tender? It's tough. Nah, I'm going to get the Orchids. I'm going to get the Orchids. And I guess I can get a Fertile Soil. Extra manas. Not bad. Alright. Vale cards add up strong and fast, so it's probably the better option. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. What have we got? Water Weaver. Yeah, so our anyone's played Fury of Dracula, you might recognise some of the work here that's done by our amazing art team in bringing the cards to life, because they've done a very, very good job of just making the cards, taking what was the static artwork of Mystic Vale, which was still really, really good. Like, there's some amazing artwork in there. Just bringing it to life, just adding that extra flourish, because digital, like, you should have that experience. Alright, 11 mana again, 3 decay, no need to push. So, let's... Magic Seed gets me a lot of mana, and the Stag's got 2. But it does give me a decay. That's the bad thing. It gives me 4 every time it comes off the top. It's the risk. It's the risk. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? So I could get the Grove Tender and the Water Weaver, which will do me okay, but I'm wondering if I should just go for the Stag, because that's the thing, you can't remove the advancements once you put them on. So if you're putting weaker advancements on your cards, sometimes it can mess you up in the long run. So I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to get an extra decay with the Stag. I'm going to take a Sunstone Airy. And then I've got 2 extra mana, but nothing to spend it on, so I'm just gonna right. 3 mana total. Not very exciting. So let's push. Let's push. Spoil. Well, it's the risk you take. It's the risk you take. What are you doing? 9 mana to spend. So the Ent Elder is quite good, just 'cause it gives you loads of different resources. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the Ent Elder. Just because then I can proper go for those Veils. Yeah, so this doesn't have any effects, but gives me 2 points at the end. So it's worth getting. Oof, that's a lot of cards. See, it's times like that when the magic seed's really nice. Give you an extra mana for each card on your field. See, all of these are going to give me decay. Don't really want that much decay. It's not really something I want. I've been trying to just like keep that decay away, which what do I want to do here? I'll purchase that pool of light because that will help me get more tasty resources. And what do I want to do? That is the question. Oh, I'm getting overgrowth. That's what I'm doing. Yep, that's come to bite me. That's come to bite me as I've only got 3 cards out, and now I'm more likely to have a bad time. Spoil. Sad. It's a sad, sad time. Ah, this is the turn I wanted. This is the turn I was hoping for. All the cards. Nothing that'll get rid of my decay though. Right. I can afford these. So I'm gonna get the Sprawling Reclaimer because I do have quite a lot of helmets in my deck. And it doesn't get my decay up, which I approve of. So I can either get 2, but that doesn't really do anything for me at this point, because that wouldn't even give me anything to buy. Once per turn, choose a card in your field or on deck. That card gains an extra helmet until end of turn. Or I can get this one, which is worth 6 at the end of the game. I think that's probably the best choice. Just give me that those extra victory points. Oh, I can also get, I almost forgot. I almost missed. Yep, don't ever show me that again. Don't you dare darken my doorway with that information. Yep, another sad turn. Another sad turn. So I can get a Hawk. That's not worth getting. Okay, So if I push this, I'll get 2 mana, and I'll get the benefit of the Overseer, which is an extra victory point. But if this flips and is a decay, I've lost my turn. So let's roll those dice. Okay, I now have 6 mana. So this is also the extra thing you got to consider, which is, do I have anywhere that I want to plant anything? Because, yeah, sure, I can plant a plough or a thornhide, but where do I put those? And the answer would have to be here. I suppose I could put the water weaver on here, but I think the plough is a better choice. Alright, let's do that. And then what can I get? I can get extra mana or 2 points. I'll get 2 points. Points mean prizes, and we all like prizes. Oh, long-time watchers will also notice that I did most of the stuff that I needed to do for the setup before I started the stream today. I actually sat down and was like, all right, I'm going to go through and make sure I'm streaming the right game, that I'm set up on the right thing, and it's all good. And I think I did it right. Pretty sure I did it right. 8 mana. What tasty thing can I get? Get a Heartwood Healer. Get rid of some of that decay. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Heartwood Healer. And then, what do I want? Fertile Grove, which is worth 3. Oh, see, this is quite good. So this lets you discard the Vale card to stop yourself from spoiling once. But I think I'd rather have the 5 points. Rather have those tasty, tasty points. You did it right on Twitch. As long as I've done it right on Twitch, that's all good. That's all fine by me. Let's see. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm becoming a proper stream man. Oh, I won. I succeeded. I was about to dab, but then I think I'd get fired if I did that. Yeah, success. So, this was my final deck. Pretty happy with that. Alright. Feel like I've shaken the rust off. So I'm going to play with these 2 expansions enabled and an extra player. And I'm going to put them up to a little bit more difficult. See how that does me. See if my overconfidence will be my downfall. Alright, so got some things to explain, because this is new expansion stuff that we didn't have to worry about in the last one. So let's have a looky and see what we need to do. Right, so amulets are a new feature that's introduced in, it's not Vale of Magic, I think it's Vale of the Wild? Maybe Mana Storm. Can't remember. I think it's Mana Storm actually, because I think leaders get introduced in Vale of the Wild and then amulets get introduced in Mana Storm. So basically, if you spoil, your token gets flipped over, and then at any point in the future, you can flip it back over to its unspoiled side, and they give different benefits depending on which side they're on. So let's flip these. Yeah, so once you spoil, you can then evoke it. That's the right terminology. Forgetting all my game terminology. So let's take the Sun Blessing, for example. While it's this way up, it'll give me a victory point at the end of the game. But if I spoil with it, I can then evoke it to get a sun resource. So I can only do that once for every time it's spoiled. And what the Dark Soul Ember do? It's definitely not Dark Souls. Planting, you must push at least once, and then if it's that way up, I get -2. And then evoke, I can choose one advancement you bought this turn. You may use that advancement this turn. I think I'm going to go with the Sun's Blessing, because that's the easier one. Yes. More stuff. Leaders. So leaders are a feature that's added in Vale of the Wild, where they are cards that you pick at the start of the game, and they go on one of your cards, and they have super cool effects, and you can upgrade them as well. And they cost a certain amount of mana to upgrade. That's up here in the top corner. So Algini costs 6. Dune, Paul Atreides, costs 4. So they all have different effects. So Algini lets you discard the on deck card if you were to spoil. Dione gives me either a mana or a wild one. And then what's the upgraded sides? So when played, gain an extra victory point for each blank card in your field, but do not subtract them from the pool. Okay, so she really benefits you if you've got a lot of cards that you haven't put resources on. And then Dione, you may use the on-deck card of the player to your left and right as if they were on your field. I think Dione's probably the one I prefer the most, because I don't really like going for the keeping your cards blank. It seems a bit too counterintuitive. Alright. What we got? So my token started on its non-evoked side, so it won't flip over until I spoil. Got 4 to spend. Interesting. So the Night Vale Pathfinder is quite nice. Adds to that risk reward, because it means that I can claim any advancement costing 1 to 6 mana. Now it does give me -2 at the end of the game, and it adds another decay to my deck. But depending on what's available, might be a good shout. So the Heartwood Healer is available, which will give me a growth. So I could get the Pathfinder and then pick the Healer for free, which would even itself out, and I'd get some mana for the benefit. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to be cheeky, and I'm going to get that. Alright, so I'd like to get that, please. So I need to choose where to place it, and I can't place it on the card that I just put something on. So I'll put that there. That's fine. Confirm. And then I still have mana for a fertile soil, because I had 4 mana to start with. So I'm going to put a fertile soil on here, and that's my turn. Only 2 mana to spend. So I could get an Arbor Overseer. I do get an extra mana from Biome, which is quite nice. Don't have that many resources. So I'm not sure what to go for. I could push. Pushing's not the best, not the worst idea at this point. Yeah, let's push. Alright, I now have 3 mana. 4 if I want to use her ability. Yeah, let's go the planning phase. And let's get Mr. Ent or Mr. Grassland. Let's get the Grassland, because then it gets rid of some decay, which is always nice. Right, what we got? If there are 3 or more helmets on this card, it is worth 4 victory points. It's not bad. Got 3 to spend, unless I want to push. But I think Wood Sprite's actually quite a good get at this point. So, I'm going to get Wood Sprite. I'm very happy with that being my turn. Alright, 4 mana. Do I want to push? Nah, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to be nice and unrisky. So, something that I haven't explained yet, because it's another expansion exclusive feature, but certain cards have this layered icon, and what that means is that they can go on top of other advancements. So this unicorn should only be able to go on here, here, and here, but I mean, it shouldn't be able to go on there, but because it's a layered advancement, I can't remember the exact name, it's been too long, I can't remember. What it does is it means that you can put them on top of each other, which is quite nice. Not nice enough that I want to actually use it yet, but it's still fairly nice. Alright, I'm going to get some fertile soil because I just want the mana. It's not the most exciting choice, but it's a choice. Alright, I've got 4 mana. Playing safe is important sometimes. It is important. So, I'm going to not play it safe. I'm going to play it unsafe. Right, that cancelled it out. Oh, spoil. But that does mean I get to use my amulet. So it's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's just kind of the worst. Alright, So I've got myself 1 sun resource, and I can evoke this to get another one. That doesn't give me anything to buy. So I could get Endguard. That doesn't do that much for me. Could get a Wellspring, because then I can start getting more of the Vales. It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. Could push. No, I'm not going to push. Not when I have decent cards that I can grab. Right, I'm going to get... That's not even level 1 advancement. I'm going to get a Wellspring, put it on there. Get some more nice future resources. Alright. 4 mana, which means I can flip and upgrade Dione, which will be quite handy. Do have a usable advancement. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. So I can get a mana. I can upgrade. You may use the on-deck cards of the player to your left and right as if they were on your field. Nice. That doesn't do much for me now, but in the future, it hopefully should help. Right, what we got? Everyone's grabbing all the good stuff. Two entire mana to spend. Well, that's what we like to see. Spoil. Oh, I think I've ruined myself. I think I've got... I say that and then just get 9. I say that and get 9 to play with. Don't think I've ruined it for myself quite as much as I thought I had. So, let's go to the planting phase. I'm going to get this buddy. I'm going to flip my amulet so I get an extra sun. So I could get a fertile grove. What resources have I actually got? Frost Crown Crest's quite nice. I'm going to get that. I'll use that one. And then I can get this. Nope, I don't have enough resources. No, I've only got 2 left. Sad. But not a bad turn. Not a bad turn at all. I'm only slightly behind everyone else. Alright. Yeah, let's push. Spoil. That's alright. Get some extra mana when I evoke my amulet. Alright. So you gain 2. So it doesn't actually do anything for me this turn because all I want is that sundered land. We got 2 of any kind. Yes. I'll use that. Alright. Don't want to use either of those. That would be a terrible idea. But I can buy this. Which means I get a free little friend. Could get Gaia's Chosen. I could get Aurora. I think Aurora is probably the better bet. Yes, I'm sure I don't want to use that because that would be a terrible idea. Yeah, so you can put multiple spoiling cards on the same card, which can really mess you up because if it gets revealed on the top and you're at 2, you'll immediately go over to 4 and immediately spoil. So it's not the best plan. Sometimes it is. Welcome back, Freaky. Still don't know how to pronounce it. Alright, I've got 3 and nothing decent to buy. So let's push. Let's push. Ah, spoil. Sad. But that's how you roll the dice. That's how you roll the dice. Excuse me. Alright. So I'll get an extra 2 mana, an extra sun. I can get a Rune River. I can turn my mana token to the active side. So I think if I do that, and then I can flip it over again. Yes. And then I can evoke it again, get an extra 2 mana. Oh, the plays, the combos. Let's get a Hotel Grove. And then what can I actually get? What cool thing can I get? Because I like cool things. I can get a Feral Chieftain or Sunshard Custodian. I think Feral Chieftain's probably a better bet. Alright. Ooh, that's a lot of tasty mana right there. That's what we like to see. Oh, green spoiled. Taking that End Guardian. Alright. Don't want to push. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking this tasty turn. Alright. I'm going to get a Bear Totem. It's not a bad shout. Let's get a Bear Totem, and then I can get a Sunshard Custodian. And I don't have enough resources to get any Veils, but that's okay. Ooh, blue's smashed it. Don't feel as confident this game. For some reason. Don't feel as strong in my convictions. Maybe that's what you get when you turn the AI difficulty up. It's my final turn. Gotta get all those points. Alright. 5 mana to spend, which will get me something decent, and I've got quite a lot of the other resources, so let's see how many points I can get in a single turn. Right, none of those are interesting. Ooh, gain an extra victory point for each Vale you own, including this one. So if I buy a cheap, which one do I want to get? I need that resource. Oh, I need that as well. Hang on. I'm trying to do multiple levels of resource math in my head. So I need 2 greens, 2 yellows, and 1 brown, and then 2 of any. So I've got the 2 yellows. I've got 1. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Because I was like, oh, if I can get that, I can get both of them then. But I don't have enough, so I'm just going to have to buy this. Sad. Still get some points. And then let's get a hulking. Ooh, actually, Hawk's worth more. Hawk's worth more end of game. So I think that's my turn. I think that's my turn. No. No. Realised what I can do. So, Gaia's Outcast, if you have the most decay in your deck, gain 6 victory points. So if I get the Night Vale Pathfinder for 2, I can get a decay off that. I can claim the Hawk, which will give me 2 points, which cancels out. And then I'll still have enough mana to get Gaia's Outcast. And then in theory, I should have the most decay because I've got quite a lot. Unless anyone else has a lot of decay. Should be okay. But this is basically my out to try and win at this point. So, Gaia's Outcast. I would like the Hawk for free, please. Oh, do I only have... Oh, I've only got the ability to get the... I only have one. Oh no, I've got multiple bottoms. That's fine. That's fine. I had a panic then because I was like, can I not get the... Oh, did I not get the thing? Oh, I didn't. I thought cancelling would take me back. Not that it would stop me from doing it. Sad. Alright. I don't think that's made that much of a difference. Oh! I came in first! I came in first anyway! Oh, I came in first! I'm very happy with that. So I think I did have the most decay. Yeah, I think I did have the most decay. Yeah, I'm glad I spotted that before the end of the game. Thank you. I'm feeling very accomplished. Yeah, that's Mystic Vale for anyone that's never played it, seen it, looked at it, heard of it, any of the above. Thank you very much for coming along to another one of our weekly Nomad streams. We'll be doing another one next Thursday, where we'll be back to playing some Talisman, because I know that's what people like. Yeah, it was, not to pat my own back, but yeah, as last second calls go, I think that was not the worst I've ever done. But yeah, shows how well balanced the game is that it came that close at the end. You can make some really ridiculous combos if you want to try to do that, but I haven't quite got to that level yet, so still a bit of work to do. But yeah, thanks for coming along to the stream, everyone. And if you're watching it in the future to what I am now, thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, get notified when we go live each week, join our Discord. Hang on, I set up this stream setup, so I should know where it is. Hang on, I'm gonna cheat and look at, yes, it's down that way. discord.gg/nomadgames. It's for lovely people who play a lot of digital board games that we chat about. Yeah, come on down and hang out, because it's the best place to be. I can't promise that there'll be girls there that want everyone, even you. That's not something I can promise, but there will be cool people there, and cool people are always cool. So yeah, follow Nomad Games on Twitter. That's where we post a lot of updates. Check out our website. That's where we post a lot of news, nomadgames.co.uk. Check out our everything. Just search Nomad Games and you'll find us. But not World Nomad Games, because that's a different thing. Just search regular Nomad Games. Don't put in regular Nomad Games. Just put in Nomad Games. Can you tell this isn't a researched? Can you tell this isn't a rehearsed bit? I'm basically just going off like all the podcasts that I listen to. What did they say? What should I say? What they tend to do is not have it go on this long. So, thank you for tuning in. And then next week, we'll be back for some Talisman, where I'll be doing some key giveaways, because I've been meaning to do it for a very long time. And I think it's about time we actually properly did some. So yeah, tune in next week and we'll give away some Talisman keys, which will be exciting. Awesome. Thank you very much for watching.